What is minimalist music? Have you ever listened to a piece of music that feels like it takes you on a journey without a clear destination? That's the essence of minimalist music. So, what exactly is minimalist music? This style and technique began to take shape in the 1960s as a response to the complexity found in serialist and avant-garde music. It emphasizes simplicity, repetition, and gradual change, creating a meditative listening experience. At its heart, minimalist music uses repeated patterns or phrases that slowly evolve. These patterns often consist of just a few notes or motifs that loop with slight variations. For instance, a musician might add extra beats or change note durations, allowing the music to transform gradually. This approach encourages listeners to focus on the music itself rather than following a traditional storyline. One of the key features of minimalist music is repetition with gradual changes. Musical phrases are played repeatedly, with subtle modifications that create a feeling of stasis or slow transformation. Another interesting technique is phasing. This involves playing the same musical line at different times, which leads to shifting rhythms and harmonies. Reich is famous for using this technique in pieces like Piano Phase and Violin Phase. Additive composition is another hallmark of minimalist music. New musical lines or notes are added progressively to existing loops, enriching the texture over time. A great example of this can be found in Terry Riley's In C. Additionally, the use of drones, sustained tones or chords, draws influence from non-Western music, such as Indian ragas, providing a tonal foundation for the repetitive structures. Minimalist music often blends standard classical instruments with technology. While you will hear traditional instruments like strings and woodwinds, you may also encounter electric guitars, saxophones, and electronic devices like tape machines and samplers in later works. From a musician's perspective, minimalist music offers a fresh approach to composition and performance. It requires precision in timing and subtlety in variation. Performers must maintain steady pulses and execute gradual changes carefully. The focus on repetition can create a trance-like state for both the performer and the audience, demanding sustained concentration. This style also changes how music is experienced. Instead of following a clear narrative, minimalist pieces invite listeners to engage with the sound itself. They encourage awareness of evolving patterns and textures over time, challenging traditional Western concepts of musical form. Minimalist techniques have influenced many genres beyond classical music, including electronic, ambient, and popular music. Musicians in these styles often use layering, looping, and phase shifting as tools for composition, expanding the possibilities for texture and rhythm. In essence, minimalist music is defined by limited musical materials, repetitive structures, and gradual transformation. It emerged as a distinct movement in the 1960s with composers like La Monte Young, Terry Riley, Steve Reich, and Philip Glass. Today, it continues to shape contemporary music across various styles.